potential applicants. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. In it, I'll explain the realities of becoming a Habitat home buyer. I hope to provide the information you need to decide if Habitat for Humanity is the right solution for your family. There are many nonprofits and government programs that exist to address housing needs. To help you better understand the mission of Habitat, I'd like to explain something called the Continuum of Housing. The Continuum of Housing is a way to help us think about all the different living conditions that a family might experience. At one end are people who are experiencing homelessness, and on the other end, there are people who own a market rate home with a traditional mortgage from a bank. A person or family's income plays an important role in what their housing situation is. Those with unreliable and low income find themselves lower on the spectrum, with higher, more reliable income allowing them to move to more stable housing. The mission of Two Rivers Habitat for Humanity is to help families who are close to moving up to stable, permanent home ownership, but need some outside help to get there. The families we can help are living in substandard housing conditions, which we define as unsafe, overcrowded, or where 50% or more of their income goes towards rent. These families will have income that is reliable, but a little lower than the area average. These families may have applied to a bank for a home loan before, but were denied. Or they may not even realize how close they are to making that final step to owning a home. Habitat seeks to help bridge that gap from where they are to where they want to be. Now, I'd like to address a common myth. Habitat for Humanity homes are free. The reality is, all Habitat home buyers purchase their home at fair market value and pay an affordable mortgage. Just as any other homeowner makes monthly payments to their bank, paying off their home loan over the course of 20 to 30 years, Habitat home buyers must make monthly mortgage payments to Habitat or to our partner financial institutions like the USDA Rural Development Program. But there are several differences between a traditional bank mortgage and a Habitat for Humanity affordable mortgage. As a nonprofit agency, Habitat has more flexibility to work with families to keep their mortgage payments affordable. As each family's circumstances are different, the exact details are determined and discussed after family selection. You might end up paying for your home over a longer period of time than you would with a traditional mortgage, but your monthly payment will stay affordable and you will never pay more than the original appraised value for your home. Your credit score is an important factor that banks consider when you apply for a loan. Habitat does look at your credit report, but we have far more flexibility than banks do and do not automatically disqualify applicants based on their score. We are more interested in the contents of the report rather than the credit score itself, and look for things like bankruptcy or liens against you. We're always willing to listen to the circumstances behind things that negatively impact your credit score. Finally, Habitat does not require a down payment on the home. This means you do not need to have a large amount of money in savings to purchase your home. You will be responsible for some of the closing costs, which can be a few $1,000s and include the first year's homeowner insurance premium, a few months' property taxes, and other fees. These costs will be reviewed with you ahead of time and are paid when the house is completed and ownership is passed on to the Habitat home buyers. With proper planning and budgeting, we are confident that the selected families will be able to save this money over the course of the build. The last thing I'd like to talk about is your partnership with Habitat. We call all our Habitat home buyers partner families because we are partnering with you to build your home, and we ask you to help build it, doing what we call sweat equity hours on the home. This partnership allows you to provide your family with better living conditions and a brighter future. But part of that future is the responsibility of home ownership. Shortly before you first move in, we will do a walkthrough of the home with you, explaining its different systems and maintenance needs. But remember, you own this home, not Habitat, and home maintenance will be your responsibility. As a Habitat partner family, you and your home will always represent Habitat. To help sustain Habitat's reputation in the communities we serve, we ask that you keep up the appearance of your home, inside and out, including your yard. This will help us keep the support of our communities. Community support, along with you making your monthly mortgage payments on time, are essential in enabling us to build more homes for families like yours. But home maintenance is not only for our benefit. Keeping your home and yard in good shape goes a long way towards creating and continuing good relationships with your neighbors. A well-maintained home will need fewer costly repairs over the years. And perhaps most importantly, a well-maintained home has more value. Again, remember, you own this home, and a home that's been cared for is as good as money in your bank account. If you ever decide to sell your home, you want it to be in the best possible condition so that it will sell for as much as possible. Thank you again for watching this video. You should know a lot more about how Habitat for Humanity works and be able to make an informed decision on whether or not our program is the right solution for your family's housing needs. And remember, not now doesn't mean not ever. Whether you decide not to apply, or you do apply and are not selected, you are always welcome to come back in the future for another selection cycle and another opportunity to become Habitat homebuyers.